The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests. What is going on, my Ghost Mafia? Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast Live. This is episode number 367. We are live on YouTube, streaming to over 150 countries worldwide. We're also streaming to X, or the platform formerly known as Twitter. And we're doing something new this week. We are streaming over to Rumble. Yes, we apparently have a Rumble account over there, which I wasn't sure that we had, but we do. And so we're going to try this out and see how Rumble. If you're over on Rumble, say something. If you're out there in a live chat anywhere, go ahead and say something. We don't know that you're out there unless you do. If you want to text into the show, yes, you can text into the show. Utilize the Ghost Tactical Hotline presented by our good friends over at Wilder Tactical. That number is 530-364-4678. Okay, I guess I'm not over on Rumble. It says it was having issues feeding. I don't give a shit. So if you're over on Rumble, then you're not watching me apparently. So I don't care. It's a weird place anyway. It's a weird thing. I had to get it like this weird code and stream key, and I'm not very smart, folks. You know that about me. I'm lucky that I'm not wearing a helmet on the short bus and looking windows. Anyways, text into the show if you want to, and go check out our friends over at Wilder Tactical. They are my favorite gear junkie place. They've got the best war belt, battle belt, whatever you want to call it, that I know, and all sorts of cool stuff, med kits, everything. If you're a gear junkie, go check out Wilder Tactical. Tell them Ghost sent you. We are spotlighting, as always, the United States Marine Corps. If you have any questions on what it takes to earn the title of United States Marine, see the website marines.com. And if you are a veteran, really anybody, but especially if you're a veteran and you're in that hole, you're in that darkness, and you're looking for some light, call me, text me, email me 24/7. I cannot give you medical advice, but I might be able to walk you through some stuff, talk you through some stuff. More importantly, I can be here to listen to whatever you need to get off your chest. If you are looking to getting towards some medical attention, remember two things. One, excuse me. You are not alone in this fight. You have a lot of brothers out here that are willing and able to help you in any way possible. And two, you are not alone in this. Well, I just said that. The world is a much better place with you. See, I'm not very smart. The world is a much better place with you in it. So please utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline. If I had a script that I could read, it'd be a lot easier, but I'm just doing this off free willy, and I'm just not very smart. Anyways, utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline, 1-800-273-8255. Once again, 1-800-273-8255, or text the word TALK to 741-741. As always, we are proud members of the Firearms Radio Network and the Self-Defense Radio Network. Go check out all your favorite pro-gun, pro-2A podcasts over at firearmsradio.net and selfdefenseradio.net. Let's get this off of my ugly mug and say hello to the merry band of morons. Our first one, officially, guys, I believe he got his letter in this morning from the Ohio State University requesting that he never, ever, ever comes to another home game when playing Michigan again. That's why he is from the 740. What's up, Chris? How are you?
Yeah.
How does it feel to be solely responsible for that Ohio State loss, embarrassing loss, if you will, to Michigan?
Oh, very embarrassing. Yeah, we actually left at
halftime. That was your first Michigan game to go to in person?
First time I went to see Ohio State Michigan live. Yeah.
Yeah, and you'll never be let back into the stadium again.
Probably not.
Did you leave at halftime? Did you really?
Yeah, I knew they were going to get beat. I could tell. You could just tell the way they were playing. Yeah, it was sad, but it was still a fun weekend. It was we spent the whole weekend down there. She wanted to get me out of here for my birthday, so we had a blast.
Well, happy birthday. What are you, like 23?
Big 50 Sunday.
Yeah, I turned 50 in April. Yoko turned 50 last week, or yeah. So
yeah, her birthday.
I made sure the other day I went to the mailbox and she got a thing from AARP, and I make sure that I put it right there on the couch where she sits. Make sure she saw the AARP. She is really happy about that. My time's coming soon, so I get it. But I'm still younger than both of you fuckers, so not as young as these two pups down here, but it is what it is. What you got going on the channel? Anything good?
Yeah, we got the unboxing videos out on the 2 new EAA pistols.
Whoop.
Ranges are shut down here right now because of the deer gun season. So got filming pretty messed up right now.
Yeah.
So
how long is that going to be down?
Monday, I think we can go back to the range. So got a whole week.
Terrible, but still, that's not fun.
Yeah. And then we got the bonus weekend. So then they shut them down again. So yeah, we got all week. Can't shoot this week or this weekend. Can film the following weekend, but then the next weekend they shut it down again for what they call bonus weekend, where they can hunt again on Saturday and Sunday. So
that's crazy.
Yep. But yeah, we'll get it done. You know,
the life of a content creator. You know, it's what it is. You guys just thought it was all fun and games. So yeah.
If I didn't have to work a regular job, I could just go.
I know, right?
Whenever I want.
It just gets in. Some people aren't as lucky just to walk out in the backyard and be in the range. Clover. Sorry. Yeah. the guy that never gets out of his pajamas ever. So yeah. Standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a Ginger, my lord, and a flatbed Ford. From the Gun Owners of America and Fully Loaded Reviews, we have John, the Ginger Soulless Bastard. What's up, man?
What's up, brother? It is actually Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Yeah.
Let's just a moment of silence for college football and all the fights that decided to happen this weekend.
Bro, it was rivalry weekend, so man, it was funny.
Let's see, Auburn, Alabama. Let's see, Missouri, Nebraska had a fight. ASU,
Missouri, Arkansas. Arizona. Yeah, there was a fight.
Was it Missouri, Arkansas?
Yeah.
ASU, Arizona had a fight. Ohio State, Michigan got pepper sprayed.
They did get pepper sprayed.
Oh, I told Mel when I saw the players run to the sideline, I'm like, somebody sprayed something. And
no, they sprayed up. But to be fair, they didn't just spray it on Michigan. They sprayed it on some of the Ohio State people too. So they were not racist towards anyone. They were spraying it wherever they could.
Yeah. So other than that, what's happening at GOA right now is we just filed a brief that on the Mexico versus Smith & Wesson case. So that's out, and myself and my co-host Kaylee got nominated for a Gundy for Best Podcast of the Year. And Ben,
I love you, man, but Sean Ryan's going to win that.
Yeah, I got no choice. I got no hope.
I love you. I'll vote for you. Hope. I'll vote for you, but Sean Ryan's winning that.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was. Yeah, there's no hope, but
go vote for him. Go to the Gundys or Gundys.com. Just search Google Gundys and go vote for the State of the Second podcast. Please go do that. And let's try to help out. You know what? Let's see here. Gundys. Let's do a Google foo for Gundys, the Gundys.com. So I'm going to put this link out into the chat for everyone. Go to that and click on the vote. Do I have to? Okay. Oh, okay. So it's verify that I'm human. I am human. Yes. Vote. It's not letting me log in. Fantastic. All right, I'll do that later. Anyways,
so we got nominated for Podcast of the Year. And then Ben Sanderson from our team also got nominated for Most Influential Male of the Year. So we're excited at GOA Land about us getting nominated. It's a good thing. And then for FLR, we got a new video out today on the new Springfield Echelon Compact.
Yeah. You didn't break the embargo, did you?
No, I did not break the embargo. I know better than that. I did not.
How long after they released it did you release yours? A couple hours?
I didn't realize they released theirs, but I released mine at 10 p.m. Mountain Time, and it was. I think the embargo was for midnight Eastern, and then I was like, "Oh snap! It's midnight Central." But there was like 6 other videos up already, so I was like, "All right, well, I'm good." So I may have broken it by like 20 minutes, if that. But everybody else's videos were up.
As long as you didn't go early, like someone we know.
Well, I didn't go a day early or a couple hours early. So,
yeah.
But yeah, the gun performed really well. There was some small hiccups that you can watch in the video when we're done with this. Go over the fully loaded reviews and watch the Echelon 4.0C video.
There you go.
Really excited about that gun. It's really good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
From the great state of Texas, the gatekeeper of everything Texas pride, you have the tactical virus. Leprechaun himself, the most influential male influencer of the year, Clover Tack. What's up, bro?
Doubt it. Very seriously.
Hey, man. What's that old saying? Hey, man, just being nominated is an honor. Just being nominated is an honor, right?
What's that old saying? Like, I ain't got 2 fucks to give, maybe?
Yep. I got 0.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 0. I ain't got 0. There you go. What was I thinking, 2? Shit.
I wish I was nominated for female influencer of the year, because that would have been so much fun to have fun with.
Been more interesting. Right?
It would have been. I would have worn a short like prom skirt or something. I would have had fun with that. With
like that would really mix it
with
up.
Combat boots and like a real short skirt with combat boots and my Hawaiian plate carrier. I'm in.
Yeah. Mix it up. Put people in categories like, best military veteran, and put me in there or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, why not? It's crazy shit. But I don't know. I don't care.
The person who cares about a two-way most, put Jared there. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out loud, did I?
Right. That's actually a pretty good category there, because like none of the people really give a shit other than
give
views.
a shit. Just cared about growing a channel, but
there are many of those on the record going, I don't really care,
as long as I get to shoot my guns.
As long as I get like there is content out there with them saying that shit. So like whatever. Yeah, love it.
What you got going on? Anything on the channel going on?
Oh, no, I got a brat.
Yeah, man.
I got a brat finally. Took forever.
Yeah,
but
I got a small mouth brat. You got a big mouth brat.
I got the big mouth. Yeah. Yeah, that thing's loud.
I bet it is. What's the kick on that? 45 through a 3.5-inch barrel. Is it not too bad?
It's not. No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know if you
didn't know
if you had to wear like a wrist brace or something.
No, people think 45's bad. It's a big.
No, I was thinking for you specifically.
That might be some.
You have been known to wear a pink wrist brace when you shoot.
Thanks. Thank you, Snob. By the way, love you, buddy. Appreciate it. No, that's the thing with 45, and in the video that dropped, I've got chrono data, and I mean you can clearly see people think 45 is this bad, recoil's bad and whatever, and it's like, look at the speed, look how slow it's going.
It's slow, it's just crawling.
Like, it's not that bad.
What was the chrono speed? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Like 700, 800, somewhere in there.
I don't think I'd say if I did, but I don't remember. Yeah, it was sub 800 for sure.
Yeah.
And that was my guess before I ever
I would have
did it.
guessed 800, around 800 or so.
Yeah, before I ever did it, I'm like, I'm curious. I just wonder what this is going to be out of this short barrel. I'm
Have
like,
a 3.5-inch barrel. Yeah.
I might put a guess down below, but I think you're probably looking, sub 800, and it was sub 800.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Still would hurt at 230 grain. So.
Yeah, R4 says, I got a brat too. She was born last week. It's been a world. Well, congratulations, man. Congratulations. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're missing Kyle tonight. Kyle's out in the woods hunting with some buddies, so we're going to miss him. We'll see him. Well, I won't be here next week. We won't have a show next week, by the way. I'll be out of town for a couple days. But I might do one like next week, like another night next week sometime, but it's not going to be Tuesday because I will be out of town. We did a brat video. We dropped one over the weekend with a 9mm with the puny boy 9mm. So I felt pretty good about my wrist being okay. So but it was
can't never be too careful.
Can't never be too careful. I did wear my wrist brace just in case, but I'll have a satirical video coming out this weekend. You guys will have fun with. Next week, I think I've got a Skeely Gear video coming out, and then the Regard will be around the Christmas time. The Regard X. So if you're a 92 fans and all that, be on the standby for the standby. I know, Chris, you've got which two did you get from EAA?
I got the Influencer X in 45.
Okay.
And the Disruptor
X. I'm waiting for that one. That's gonna be awesome. Clover, which one did you get besides the Brat?
Influencer X and 38 Super.
38 Super. That's right. And John, which one did you get?
Nothing yet. I just asked, you were on the phone when I asked him when is he going to ship the stuff. It's all right.
Sucker.
Just ask Chad. Chad loves us all. He loves us all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Big fan of ours. Big fan of ours.
Huge.
Not as big as Turkey, but pretty close.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You guys know that we only put 2 of them this week. But every Thursday and Saturday and Monday, typically, we put out on our YouTube community tab. We put out the pony polls. Go ahead and do that since Kyle's not here. Brought to you by our good friends over at Anderson Manufacturing. So go check them out. And we only did 2 of them this week because I don't know why. Oh, Slacker. Thursday was Thanksgiving, and I wasn't going to do one on Thanksgiving, so that's right. To put one out Saturday and Monday. The first one we're going to have fun with is I'm going to put a little context here. So I'm not saying that these gifts themselves are bad. It's what they stand for. All right. So what's worse, okay, to receive? Someone who doesn't give a shit about you enough to spend time or caring about money to get you a gift. They get you a coffee mug from like the Walmart like checkout line, right? A coffee mug. Or is it worse if someone actually said, you know what, this dude needs an electric toothbrush? Don't know. Chris, which one's worse, a coffee mug or an electric toothbrush? Which is worse for them to tell you, like, I don't know. Like, I don't give a shit about you. Your breath
definitely
stinks.
go with the toothbrush on that.
Right. Yeah. Clover, what about you?
I'd say worse is both of them are pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I can return the fucking toothbrush and probably get more money. So I would say the worst would be the coffee mug.
The coffee mug's $1.99 on clearance,
because they're getting returned. That's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah.
Might have to get a Walmart gift card, but by God, they're getting returned.
Yeah, exactly. Ginger, what about you? A mug or an electric toothbrush is worse? Let's hear you guys out there in the chat as well.
Well, it depends on the context. If it's an electric toothbrush, if I said my electric toothbrush just broke and they gave it to me, I guess that'd be a okay gift. But
Nah,
Yeah,
he said they did- he said they
these
didn't
are
give a shit.
unsolicited gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah, these
unsolicited
are
gifts.
They're either telling you that you don't mean enough to them to go spend time and money on efforts. They just got a coffee mug while they were standing in line, or some dude says this guy needs an electric toothbrush.
I'm with Clover. It's the coffee mug, and I can return. If it's the electric toothbrush, I can return and get a gift card or something. I'm with.
With the mug, you're getting $1.99. So.
Yeah, but, I mean, if it's if it's a generic mug, but if there's like an inside joke or something behind it or something stupid, maybe.
Hey, you could
That's
always put. I just thought about this. I'm not going to change my answer, but you could always put some tannerite in the coffee mug
and
that
have
could
fun
be-
with it.
Yeah.
You know, and the great thing about it is if you fill that coffee mug with tannerite, people don't realize how much of an explosion that would cause. It doesn't take much to have fun, but a coffee mug full of tannerite would be awesome.
You'd have to seal it. You'd have to seal it. So you'd have to cover it in duct tape or do something.
Oh yeah, you could put a lid or something
It
with
just
duct tape. Sure.
I mean, you don't have to, but the sound is different if it's just
Yeah.
open as opposed to sealed
It's
up.
a terrible idea.
Terrible. We would never suggest anyone ever do that.
No, that's just like
No.
shards of ceramic possibly coming.
I
back
definitely
again.
would, in all seriousness, I would not be within 20 yards of that. I'd say
Well,
about 50
yeah.
yards of that.
Right.
if you
100
were to try
yards.
something stupid like that.
Wear Air Pro.
And if you
100
do,
yards,
if
God.
you well, you know, if you want to try and get up close and get a good shot of it, please video it because I'd love to see that.
Let's do it from behind a barrier or something. That
You
would
could.
probably help too.
Or get some plexiglass, you know, have fun with it. Yep. Now, what would you want to shoot it with?
Bow and arrow. No,
Ooh, interesting. Well, a crossbow that you've
That's
got,
way-
that could be
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know that it would.
Because you could not tell anybody that's got tannerite in that mug and say, check out these explosive tips and these arrows. Shoot it and just shit goes nuts. You're like, oh my god, where'd you get
Full of
those at?"
Rambo. Full of Rambo.
And no
Do
one would know
you-
any different.
I've got a little fake grenade that's a it's one of the old pineapple looking grenades, but it's like one of those popper things where you pull the string and it pops confetti. It's like you could screw that on the end of put that on the end of the bolt, you know what I mean? And and then just
good.
shoot it, but then obviously edit the video, or you're shooting it with
That
a
would be
regular bolt.
Awesome.
Do you, Clover, or do you guys remember the arrow tips that used to hold 357 magnums in them?
Yeah.
Did you ever see those?
They still make those.
Yeah, they're tips
Sounds
for
pretty
arrows
cool,
that
but
hold 357. So when it hits the target, it hits the projectile, pushes the round back into the firing pin.
Yeah, they make a lot of different. They make those for a lot of different. Well, say they make them for a lot of different ones. Case heads are similar on a lot of different cartridges is why, but they do make several different ones of those. Yeah.
never knew this thing happened. I'm getting a text on the text line. Let's see here. That's our buddy Kyle saying, hope you have a great show, brother. Yeah, you too. Hope we have fun being safe out there.
One of the dangerous things is, you have certain laws of physics. And one is for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when the arrow hits the target and it goes off, the arrow comes back the opposite direction.
Yeah. Newton was a smart guy. So I would trust him,
Some might say he was a really smart cookie.
Oh, snap. Well played, sir. An apple fig Newton or just the regular fig Newton? Do you like the apple or the regular?
I prefer the regular, but I can go either way.
This one is actually very, very close. Not as close as our next one, but this one was close. 57% say coffee mug is the worst. And I wonder if the reasoning, I never thought of the reasoning, but Clover brought up you can return the electric toothbrush a lot easier and make more money. I wonder if that was the reasoning why coffee mug won, because not only is it a worthless gift, it's a worthless value to return, right? So, and I apologize to everyone that received a coffee mug from me from Christmas. I meant that in all sincerity. Like that was a thoughtful gift. It wasn't just because I didn't like you.
Well,
I use mine every day.
If it was,
You got one. I didn't mean to send you one.
If it was a cool coffee mug that somebody put thought into, that would be a whole different.
That's
thing.
a whole different issue. We're talking about the generic,
Yeah,
ones that you find in the checkout line.
Or worse, it's got some kind of stupid fucking inspirational thing on it that doesn't matter or mean anything.
Live, laugh, love, all over it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah. But yeah. Next one. This one's close. This might be, I think this very well could be the closest vote ever on the pony polls. Over 1,000 votes, and it was close, man. Oh my God. Our buddy Midnight Range out there. What's up? I heard we were talking about worthless things and you figured out you were talking about me. You missed it. We were talking about you. But I like to talk about people behind their back, not to their face. So if you want to leave the room, Trav, we'll start talking to you again or about you again. So yeah. What's up, homie? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great Christmas. Hope everybody does. But yeah, it's good seeing you out there, homie. Good seeing you. This one. Which one's better? Just going to come down right to it. We're going to come right down to it. Which one's better? A Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation? Clover, we're going to start with you.
Oh, man.
I know. Like I said, this is the closest vote in the history of pony polls.
Oh, man. Jeez. That's brutal.
I know. Because here's the thing. There truly isn't a wrong answer. Like, they're both amazing. Like, I watch both of them every year,
So, this hurts. It's painful. Probably Vacation. I'm more apt probably to watch Vacation. Slightly. Ever so slightly.
No, I get it.
And I think the reason is Christmas Story's been out way longer, so I've seen it more.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. I don't know.
Let's see here. What year did
quotable lines? Quotable lines.
Oh, quotable lines. There is.
I think they're pretty equal, man.
I think they might be equal as far as numbers, but I think that Christmas Vacation has a more iconic, mostly. Well, I don't know. I'll Shoot Your Eye Out. It's pretty fucking iconic. So you have Shitter's Full and You'll Shoot Your Eye Out. Those are both pretty iconic quotes. So I don't know. Which one gets that. Well, Christmas Vacation was 1989. Let's see here. Christmas Story.
83.
1983. So Christmas Story's actually been out longer.
Yeah.
Did a Szechuan chicken katsu over fried rice with a kimchi mayo tonight. Oh shit! Why? Like you can put it in like a freezer thing and overnight it to me, bro. I'm in. Like I'll pay for the shipping. Yeah. Shitter's Full's pretty iconic. But so is You'll Shoot Your Eye Out. And fa ra 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 is pretty fucking iconic.
Hilarious. Yeah.
Are you serious, Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one too. They're like I said, between these two movies, they're easily probably the most quotable Christmas movies ever,
Yeah.
Fantastic. Ginger, Christmas Story or Vacation?
I'm gonna go with A Christmas Story. It's hard. We watched Christmas Vacation the other night, but it's very.
Oh, it's tough, man.
It's tough, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Christmas Story just because you got the Black Bart and you got Fra Ra 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 and Fragile, and
drink your Ovaltine. You gotta love that one.
One of the funniest scenes, the bowling ball being dropped on the dad's lap.
Yep. So, obviously, the tongue on the light pole is a pretty iconic scene. The little brother can't walk or run because his mom's put 37 layers of clothing on him. He's just walking around. That was great. Man, it's such a great movie.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, one of the most iconic, at least for people like my age or around my age, Ginger, maybe. But if anyone sees the leg lamp, everyone knows what that is. Like the leg lamp is iconic. Like everyone knows what that's from. So Midnight Range, even Bruce Willis says that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. So you need to just stay in your lane.
You're wrong. It is.
No, it's not. Chris, what about you? Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation?
Man, I love them both, but I got to go Christmas Story.
Yeah. Christmas Vacation for me is something that we all, like as a family, will watch every year. I'm the only one in the family that enjoys the true humor of A Christmas Story. So I would probably say, as far as movies go, I've seen Christmas Vacation many more times and still haven't gotten sick of it. So I'm going to say Christmas Vacation, but this one was a brutally hard one. But once again, over 1,000 votes, the closest vote ever in the pony polls, it was 52-48. 52-48 for Christmas Vacation. Vacation wins it with 52. But at 52-48 with over 1,000 votes is pretty amazing. Travis says Bruce Willis has dementia. That's okay. That's a fair point. He doesn't remember he made the movie. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're both great. I would be disappointed if either one of them didn't exist, right? Like, it would just be disappointing. I'm just glad they're both in existence because they're great. Now, did you guys happen to watch, I was like a couple years ago, maybe, like the Christmas Story had like a reboot, like when he was all grown up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty good.
It was decent. Yeah.
It was okay. It was okay.
It was nostalgic. They brought a lot of the cast back.
It was.
Really cool,
and it was one of those things that you didn't know that you wanted to see until you saw it. And I was like, I would have never thought about doing a reboot, but once they did, you're like, yeah, I'm kind of glad they did that. I mean, I wouldn't like crazy about it, but I was like, I'm glad they did that. You know?
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion? Tournament suggestion for pony polls?
Yes.
Iconic Christmas guns. You got to do the Beretta 92, the Red Ryder, the MP5, the AUG, the HKP7, and you can throw in, if you want to count it, you can throw in from Lethal Weapon the revolver, because technically Lethal Weapon is also a Christmas movie. It happens at Christmas.
I don't know why I'm friends with you. I really don't.
It is, though.
I don't know. I tell you what, we're gonna transition away from that bullshit real quick. Since last week was Thanksgiving, what's the best? I got one that no one's gonna think about that I think is the best Thanksgiving movie ever. What's the best Thanksgiving movie you guys ever seen? Just throw them out there. But I've got one that you won't even be thinking about. But when I say it, you're like, oh yeah, it's a great movie. It's a terrible movie, but it's a great movie. Any come to mind?
I'm literally totally drawing a blank on this one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nothing.
All right. Ginger's probably never heard of this. I would suspect that Chris has heard of it. Probably didn't watch it. I think Clover probably watched this.
Maybe.
Was that Thanksgiving or was that around Christmas? I think that was more around Christmas. But
is that a Christmas thing?
But the best Thanksgiving movie ever is Son-in-Law with Pauly Shore.
Yeah,
because they went home they went to her house for Thanksgiving, and that was on over the weekend. And I've forgotten how terrible that movie is, but it is so good in so many ways. So good in so many ways.
So we're talking about movies that have Thanksgiving in them.
Yeah. Best. Let's see. Best Thanksgiving themed movies.
It's hard to even think of movies where that was like a thing.
Grumpy Old Men, was that based around I guess he was. He came home for Thanksgiving, the son did. So Grumpy Old Men, okay. Scent of a Woman, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, there's a lot of movies that have Thanksgiving in them, but I mean, do they?
So
I was thinking like Remember the Titans, I know has the Thanksgiving scene in it.
I can't remember that. Do you guys remember the movie The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds, Wasn't that like they went to Alaska for Thanksgiving? Wasn't that like the basis of them going to Alaska? That was a pretty decent movie.
I thought that was Christmas.
Was it Chris? It might have been. I don't remember, but that was a pretty decent movie. But yeah, Son-in-Law. The reason why I saw that is I saw it this weekend. I was like, man, I didn't know that thing was still being shown on TV. That thing, it was a terrible movie, but it was so good for the early '90s of what it was. Mid '90s. It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
Fluffy says there's a bunch of them. The Hallmark Channel. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yesterday was Cyber Monday. This week, past Saturday was Small Business Saturday. Obviously, you had Black Friday on Friday. Did you guys do any cool shopping? Get any cool stuff, or plant hints for the family for to get you something for Christmas?
Hell no.
I made my annual Dunham's run and got a bunch of ammo.
Dunham's is like a ammo shop or a gun shop or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, okay,
type thing. We got one local here. Their ammo prices are horrible all year, and then Black Friday is like really good.
Well, because they've made so much money throughout the year, they can do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I picked up a Armscore M206 over the weekend, and I was going to pick up a Stoker. That's their.
Is that what I think it is?
No, maybe it's their snub nose revolver.
The snub nose revolver, yeah, because you were talking about that at one point.
Yeah,
when we were on the phone or something, you were talking about it about a week or so ago, weren't you?
Yeah, Sportsman's had them on sale. I picked up that. I was gonna buy a Stoker coach gun because Kyle hasn't come out with the Pony Express because they were on sale for next to nothing, but they were sold out by the time I got there. And then Cyber Monday, I picked up a SCT Glock 43X frame and a ported slide and barrel assembled from Brownells yesterday.
Okay. For the record, I disregard my last thing about the best Thanksgiving movie. I just looked it up. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is about Steve Martin getting home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that said, hands down, the best Thanksgiving movie has got to be Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That's a great movie. I thought it was Christmas for some reason.
Yeah.
But no, Planes. It was. I just looked it up and it's Thanksgiving. I was like, okay, well that's a winner then. At that point, great movie. John Candy at his best, man. One of his best roles. He had a lot of great ones, but that was one of his best roles. That and the short, brief parts he had in Home Alone is the polka king of the Midwest. He stole every scene in that movie that he was in. It was fantastic. Polka. You might know it's from Polka. I need to watch Home Alone. It's like a great Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is.
Oh god, so good, so good.
The first one, don't bother with any other else, really.
The second one wasn't terrible, but it was on the decline, and the third one was just trash. But the first one was actually really, Joe Pesci. Oh god, that was just such a good movie. Such a good movie. He was awesome in Uncle Buck. Like I said, I mean, John Candy didn't have a bad role. Let's just be honest. He didn't have a bad role. Uncle Buck was good, but yeah.
One of my favorite John Candy movies that I think is underrated by most is Canadian Bacon, which is such a funny movie.
I'm not so sure I've seen that. So
it's about a potential war between.
I was say, is that the one with
Canada.
the pig? But I guess not. What now? A war between the U.S. and Canada.
It's in Canada, yeah. And it starts off in Niagara Falls, New York.
Holy shit. That had a cast from hell in it.
Oh, yeah.
Let me read off the cast. John Candy, Michael Moore, Alan Alda, Rhea Perlman, Kevin Pollak, Rip Torn, Jim Belushi. Holy cow. What a cast. I never even heard of this movie. Interesting. Cool Runnings. I mean, Cool Runnings was a funny movie, but I wouldn't say it was a great role. It was just, it is what it is. Cool Runnings is a funny movie. Just to enjoy watching, Jamaicans bobsledding, but, yeah, John Candy was fantastic. He was fantastic. Yeah. What up, Moo? 2 Live Moo is out there. Let's kind of start talking a little bit since what was that?
You forgot Cool Runnings on the John Candy thing. Like,
That's
I
what
don't
I
even
just said.
think about.
I was just talking about that, dude.
Yeah,
like, I know you don't care and you don't listen to a damn thing I say, but I wish you would.
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently.
Well, did we make a decision on this contest? This with the Christmas guns?
I don't know. I'll start the bracket next week. Yeah, I'll put 2 at a time, and we'll start a little bracket.
Do you throw? Here's a question.
Okay.
Do you throw the gun from Home Alone in there, the BB gun?
The one that he shoots him with, going through the doggy door?
Yeah.
I don't. Because of all the antics that he pulled, that was like, eh.
We don't know. We don't know for sure what it is either.
Yeah, we don't know
it's
exactly
a
what
Crossman.
it is. But
Some sort of Crossman, I think.
Yeah, we could say weapons and use the blowtorch that burned the top of Joe Pesci's head, and that would probably win.
Pretty good.
Or the
funniest 10 seconds of cinematic history, I believe. It's at least a top 5. Is when the tarantula was crossing what's his face's face? Daniel Stern, and the sheer, like, I don't know if that was like rehearsed or not, because the way he reacted, there was no way that wasn't a real reaction, because he just lost his shit. Just hilarious. The Red Rider, Daisy Red Rider, that was Christmas Story. I don't know if that's, I mean, it could have been what he used, what Kevin used in Home Alone. I don't know. Obviously the Daisy was the focal point of A Christmas Story. So
it was a Daisy pump, Model 25 pump.
There you go.
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
Well, it was definitely a pump for sure.
Yeah. We could do that. We could do one of the questions each week could be the bracket, and we could end it, on whatever. The Polar Express. What is wrong with you, bro?
Polar Express. Fuck the Polar Express.
The worst CGI movie ever.
My daughter used to love. My wife actually liked the Polar Express at one point, but they used to watch that. And I was like, God, this is like the worst movie ever.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. Speaking of Christmas, I wanted to kind of start going through some stuff, like a buyer's guide, if you will, for gun guys, but stuff that's like, we do this every year, but I want to kind of do like non-traditional stuff that for gun guys or gun gals, if you will. So a buyer's guide. So if you're out there and you've got a friend or a loved one that's a gun person and you have no idea, obviously ammo, obviously get them a gun, that'd be fantastic, and all that. But what are some other things that you could think of? Let's kind of start maybe going through like a buyer's guide and give some ideas for out there. If there was something that you would like, what I'm saying? Like if someone say, hey, I want to get you something, but it's kind of obscure. Like, what would you want to say if someone asks you, I don't even know what to get you. Like, what do you want? Obviously
do we have a spending cap.
Let's say $100. I think you can get a lot of cool stuff for $100 or $200. Let's say maximum of $200, right? But I mean, you can get a lot of cool stuff for $100 these days,
Cool.
Scott says gun cases or ear pro. I don't think you can go wrong with ear pro, eye pro. Yeah, gun cases are cool. A Cobra Arms gift card. Well played, sir. Well played. I like that. You can go on and get some Savior stuff. You can probably get several bags for $100 to $200 that are really, really cool.
The specialist pistol case is awesome, and it's like $30.
I've got 2 of those literally right there.
Those the Cedar Mill hard cases are pretty dope, and they're not
pretty cool.
They're not that expensive if you're looking for a hard case anyway.
Yep.
This is probably the coolest gift I've ever gotten. Fix-It sticks. Have you seen this stuff?
Oh yeah,
Everything is in it.
These sticks are pretty cool. I've got some.
Pretty
Yeah.
dope. They come in like the packet, or you can get like, I found these laying around. These are Fix-It sticks that are magnetic that can break into two.
Yep.
And
they've got all sorts of things, man. I was looking because I was looking for a sight pusher. They've got a field. They call it their field sight pusher or whatever. It's a little compact thing. I mean, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Ammo, magazine loaders. Gerald out there says magazine. Yeah. Mag loaders. There's some cool ones out there these days too. What's up, Chris?
Like if you were good enough friends with whoever you're buying this gift for, and you know what guns they have, like the gun cleaning mats with the whole breakdown of the gun. Those are really
cool. Yeah. Yeah. I on my desk here, I've got two of them. I've got a 92 because I kind of put like these cleaning mats. They're awesome. They're huge. They make great mouse pads. So like my desk is covered with them. It's like my desktop is all like one big mouse pad now, but I got like a 92. I've got like a high power, and I've got a concealed carry USCCA one, and my whole desk is now one big mouse pad. But they're all those cleaning pads. But those are awesome, especially, yeah. I mean, especially for someone who might be new. That way, when you're cleaning a gun, the whole idea is to put each part on that thing, so you know that everything's out, and then when you put it back together, everything's back in. So absolutely. Travis says, Ghost Tackle logoed gear is the only gift worth giving. Check's in the mail, homie. Check is in the mail. Yeah. Don't go buy my logoed shit. Don't buy a shirt or anything. Spend your money more wisely than that. Go spend it over at clovertech.com.
Yeah, absolutely.
He'll take your money. He'll take your money. I'm gonna I had a list going here.
Tannerite.
I mean, honestly, yeah. No, I mean, I think that sounds bad, but I think Tannerite. If you go to a range where you have private land, if you go to a range that allows Tannerite and all of that, I mean, we're talking about things that get more people into guns. Like you go take a kid under obviously controlled, supervised thing, but take a 22 and have them shoot a little target with some Tannerite. Talking about a reactive target, like there's no way they won't have fun with that, right?
Yeah, we did a thing one year where I took a big piece of cardboard and I drew the Death Star on this big piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
And it had little targets like all around it, you know, like you know how the Death Star has this little sections.
Of course.
Everybody's seen it. But in those sections were anyway. So one year, and I drew little X-wings in there, and it was neat. Well, behind one of those targets, I put, and I do my own binary, but I duct taped one of my binaries. And so the thing was, we went down the line, and every kid had one shot, right? And they could pick whichever target they wanted to shoot at, but unless they hit that target dead center, it wasn't going to hit the Tannerite. And so we just kept rotating down, and it took, I don't know, about 12 shots, 15 shots before somebody finally hit it and blew up the Death Star.
Well, I mean, that's you know, if they expect to go boom every time, then that takes the fun out.
Well, they didn't expect it to go boom at all. That was the thing.
Okay.
So when they hit it, it blew up. It was epic. Yeah. But pro tip on Tannerite: usually your off-brand stuff is better than actual name brand Tannerite. Just so folks know.
There you go.
Yeah.
That out there says Gerald says EDC lights. Yeah, for sure. You can get like a Streamlight micro stream for, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks somewhere in there, 35 bucks somewhere in there. I haven't bought one in a while. I've still got several of them, but let's say that $25 to $40 range, probably including shipping. EDC lights. Yeah, you can never go wrong with EDC lights or lights in general. They have to be EDC light. If you know, maybe something for one of their weapon mounted lights or something. There's so many great companies out there that you can get good deals on. Cobra Arm says, how about spending $200 for a tax stamp? That would be pretty sweet. If you got $200, if $200 is the limit, that will get you a tax stamp, folks. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, EDC lights, obviously knives, I think would be great. But we've talked about that before. I'll tell you one I put on my list, and this is something just because I actually had to get mine out over the weekend to do some work on some stuff, and I forget how much I use it when I actually do use it. But like for optics, like a torque wrench, and those are pretty cheap. Those are pretty cheap, but I mean, like you almost have to have one these days, and you can do everything by hand, but you might as well not, because they're going to come loose. But having that torque wrench that is specifically for firearms and all of that.
Well, speaking of coming loose, I mean, if you're going to buy a torque wrench or anything like that, pick up a couple little bottles of Loctite too. If you're going to buy,
make sure you read and make sure you know what you're doing with Loctite, because
probably
neither one of them are the end of the world, but one of them it could make your life interesting for a while.
Yeah, stay away from the red.
Stay away from the red, unless you just really want that to stay where it's at, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, Fluffy sent you a pic. I don't judge. I don't, but hey, he sent you a dick pic apparently. So,
one thing, targets, but I would say a couple things. I mean, first of all,
just go to SHOT Show and ask Paul for as many EAA coasters as you want. Here's your target.
Yeah, just rake them off the table. The Infinite Defense, the Infinity targets. Those are pretty cool, and they've got a huge variety of those now. Man, when we first met them at SHOT, they had one. Now they got all kinds of designs and all kinds of things, and all of them are well under the $200 price tag. You could get a whole range's worth almost for that kind of money. But then another thing that I use a lot, and I did not get it for that purpose, is I got a label printer. And 4x6 shipping label printer, thermal shipping label, right? So it's thermal, it doesn't use ink. And holy crap, I mean, you can pick those up for around $100, and then the rolls or the stacks of labels are super cheap for the thousands you get, and you can print your own adhesive targets, like your own design, whatever you want, like basically, if you're handy.
Never thought about that. Yeah,
that sort of stuff. So I use that to print targets all the time. That's primarily what I use now.
Yeah,
I don't even buy targets anymore.
You could get them a 1-year GOA membership.
You could actually for $100, you could get 4 of them.
You could get 4 GOA memberships and become a GOA member.
And you can buy one and gift 3 others to people.
Or if you're really feeling really spicy, you could get some GOA swag, or our pre-order for our awesome Christmas ornament is also going on currently. If you haven't seen, have you seen the Christmas ornament? Have I shown you guys that?
Yeah. Actually, I think, well, you showed it to me a while ago, but I think I saw maybe over the weekend. Did y'all put something on Instagram about it or something?
Yep. Tactical Gingerbread Man this year.
Yep. It's pretty cool. Marcus is I'm not going to touch that one, so yeah.
I did spend money at the GOA website this week. So I forgot about that.
You kiss ass.
I did take care of got me a hat for Black Friday, got me a beanie.
I love me beanies, obviously, but I'm a big fan of beanies.
Chris, did I not give you a beanie at SHOT?
Didn't give me one. I didn't get one either.
I didn't have many to give out. They were sitting at the booth. I might have.
Oh, so you thought you gave Chris one, but you weren't going to give me one.
I thought I gave everybody one who I saw. My bad. I'll get you something this year.
You know how bad my feelings are hurt, bro?
So bad. I'm glad.
I'm sensitive about stuff like that.
Do you need a hug?
I need a hug.
Can you pardon me?
Okay, Hunter, I'll pardon you. Can't believe that. I mean, I obviously I can't believe. I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but my God,
Who wouldn't? Come on.
I know. I mean, if you had a chance to pardon your
I'd pardon
son,
my son in a heartbeat if I was president.
I
And
know,
I'd tell
but
you to go fuck
still,
yourself when you grabbed about it. Like,
yeah. No, I get it.
well, he lied. Politicians lie. Were you
They
fucking
all
surprised?
lie. Yeah. Mike
Like,
says save one him for a shot. Only if
Mike-
you bring him a Swift beanie to trade.
Mike, I will try. I have specific meetings with these two fellows or these three fellows. I'm going to be running around like a crazy person. So I'm sorry. I'll try to save you one.
So what about non-gun gifts for gun guys?
So what I was thinking, and I've been using them for years, and you have too, to a certain extent, Clover. But just recently is when you've kind of really gotten into them. But I've been using for at least 6 years. They're my go-to hearing pro. Are the Decibel moldable earplugs? Now they're not electronic, but they mold into your ear. But mine aren't. But I don't like
safe and sound.
I don't like electronic ones.
Yeah, I hear
I'm
you.
saying this. Hold
Yeah.
on. The reason why I'm saying this is the non-electric ones you can get for like $30, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if you're looking for a great thing, if you've never used the Decibels molded earplugs, they're the most comfortable thing out there. They're great. They literally mold to your ear. And if you don't get they're like $30. And they come in like a little case and all that. That's something that I think that people don't know. Like they don't know that they need them until they get them. They're like, oh my God, these things are fantastic. Like the Decibels, I'm a big fan of Decibels.
The decibel reduction on those are better than most muff style, most over the ear pro.
Yeah.
It blew my fucking mind when I knew you had used them for years, but when I finally got them done and I was like, holy.
And the whole process takes like 2 minutes to mold them. It's great.
But yeah, another $60 to $70. You can buy the electronic. You buy it separate. You buy it separate. It's not a separate unit. It's an accessory for them. You buy what they call the safe and sound, and it's basically a neck band, and it's a really rigid neck band. It's nice that plugs into. You take what do they call those? The sound barriers or the whatever they call them, the little pluggy things that go into them.
In the back, I don't know.
Those come out, and you put the safe and sound ones in, which is basically the same thing. It's just got speakers in them. Is all. But I love them because now I got the best of both worlds. I got that maximum, ear, maximum protection in an earbud or a ear plug style.
Yeah, I absolutely love Decibels. I'm a big fan of theirs. Midnight Rain says if you have non-gun people to buy for, just buy them a gun. Then they're gun people. Problem solved.
That's not.
That makes perfect sense.
It does, but that's not what I meant.
No, he's saying non-gun gifts for gun
I meant
people.
non-gun gifts, and I meant non-gun adjacent. I said that, and then you went ear pro, and I'm like, well, that's not what I'm talking about.
All right, so you're saying non-gun.
Well, gun people do other things.
Oh yeah, so I mean, you just want like gifts at that point, right? A guitar.
Right. I happen to know a certain Gear Report guy that's big.
He's probably got about 30 of them that he can get for all under $200 if you don't mind the Chipsons,
he did let me tell you what, he did a banger of a Black Friday. No, it wasn't. Was it Black Friday or Cyber Monday? A banger of a Cyber Monday live stream on Amazon. Going through all the guitars, and it was on sale. And so if you need a buyer's guide, holy crap, Jeff over there at Gear Report has a guitar buyer's guide for sure. No, I was thinking, what about things like, like coats or jackets? You mentioned the beanie. You mentioned the beanie thing earlier.
Yeah.
I was thinking coffee.
I think we'll see. Okay.
One of the reasons
I'm not a coffee guy, but they all offer hot chocolate too, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons I say that is so. You talked earlier, did we buy anything for Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal? Well, I did. I took advantage of our buddies Casey and them over at Operator Coffee.
Absolutely.
Because the 22 Never Alone blend, by the way, guys, is absolutely amazing.
I love their hot chocolate, but that's as far as I
but
go.
they had a big special. And here's my
Okay.
thing: like I buy that, but it's pretty much my weekend coffee because like custom coffees or whatever like that are expensive.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
and so it's you can buy a big tub of Folgers or what you can get one little old bag of those, boutique coffees like that. And so to be able to drink that every day, multiple cups a day, you'd go broke. I mean, you spend $100 a month, and I couldn't do it. So I'm like, okay, well, Black Friday and all's coming up, and then I got the email, and I was like, oh snap, I'm taking advantage of this.
Mm.
So maybe you've got some people out there that's just drinking their Maxwell House and their Folgers or their community coffee or whatever, garbage coffee it is. Pick them up some stuff like Operator's Coffee, some nice
He's
coffee.
a coffee snob.
No, I'm not. I'll drink. I got Folgers in the coffee pot now for in the morning because I'm still drinking it just pretty much on the weekends.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm a hot chocolate. I had like 2 big old things of hot chocolate last night. It got down
Well,
to
they have that
24
too.
degrees, but
Yeah.
they do, and that's what I had. They've got fantastic hot chocolate if you're a hot chocolate guy as well. So, real quick, Screaming Skull Saloon. I think he wins the internet. I don't even know, most random thing, a taco holder.
Oh, I've got taco holders.
I would never have thought that to come across, but you know what? Now you think about it, say, well, hell yeah, who doesn't need a good taco holder? Let's just be honest.
You can get a taco holder that mounts to M-lock, so you can have your taco while you shoot.
Nice.
And if you can't, Clover could probably 3D print you one.
Yeah, that's true. He also, I've seen his other comment, propane and propane accessories.
Yeah,
like, that's valid.
It is valid. Absolutely, it is.
Who couldn't use propane bottles? Seriously.
Scott says we're drinking Blackout coffee, not Black Rifle.
I do Operator coffee. It's
I don't do Black Rifle coffee. I think those guys are terrible human beings. Some of them are.
What show was that?
Blackout coffee is Jared's coffee, and I will not buy Jared's coffee. Period.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Operator coffee is great, and they're good friends of ours. He's a veteran, veteran owned, veteran operated. I'm sorry, Scott, that offends you about Jared, but I know Jared, and Jared's a fraud. So let's just be that. I said it. I ain't afraid.
Well, it's better coffee. Operator coffee is better coffee.
It is. I don't know about the coffee. I can't judge.
Yeah,
but I can judge on the hot chocolate. I can come from that side.
Yeah, if you're drinking any of that other stuff, I'm telling you, get a little bag of the roast.
Is that a real thing?
It's a real thing. It's the owner of
Crayon Eater Coffee.
It's the owner of Devil Dog Concepts. That's that coffee I took a picture of and sent it to you. It's got.
Oh, is that what that was? I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought that was like a funny meme. I didn't know that was a real thing.
No, that's a real thing. They make some really cool coffee flavors too.
Well, do they have hot chocolate? Because I don't do coffee.
I don't think they have hot chocolate right now.
Coffee.
I don't see any.
I don't see any. That doesn't mean they won't. Crayon Eater Coffee. That's just another good one out there. I'll put that on the chat.
They do caramel. The caramel apple fudge is pretty good. Their caramel blueberries are pretty good. We also had the Snickerdoodle, I want to say, and then the caramel coconut is another one that's really good. And the banana chocolate truffle is really good. They've got some really good flavors.
A lot of Black Rifle hate out there.
A lot of Black Rifle. They did it to themselves. Let's just be honest.
What event was we at? And I'm pretty sure you were there. That there was a Black Rifle coffee guy that literally come out of maybe like the Aero Precision or the something booth with ARs and was talking about that's the first time he had shot an AR. And
that was at TriggerCon.
What the fuck? It's probably the Rainier booth then. But yeah,
it was at TriggerCon, and I remember that because we looked at each other. And I'm like, did he just say what? Like the Black Rifle guy just said this? Like we would have looked at each other like there's no way that was right.
Like what?
Yeah, crazy, but yeah,
doesn't surprise me.
No.
talking cool gifts, I got a couple. So
Sure.
if they're a whiskey drinker, a gun shaped decanter is cool.
Oh yeah.
What now? A decanter? Yeah, sure.
Decanter.
Yeah, for sure.
If they also the bin shot glasses, have you seen those? They're
Got the bullet in them.
good with the bullet in them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bolt action pens. If you haven't seen those are pretty cool.
All right. Hold on. Bolt action pins.
Yeah.
This isn't the pin that shoots that you like fell in love with a couple years ago, is it?
No.
It's an actual pen.
It's an actual pen.
Okay.
There are people that locally that craft or whatever and stuff and make bolt action pens around here. There's several people that do it.
I you know what? In the next month or so, I'm actually going to need like a nice pin. I might have to look into buying one of those bolt actions just because. Triple S is, I guess I've been living under a rock or something, but I just learned about the Grand Thumb drama. Really don't care about it, to be honest. Neither do I. Couldn't give zero shits given, right?
The other one is a whiskey smoking set. If you haven't done smoked whiskey before, and the last one that I had was a gun shaped lighter, which can get you into a little trouble, but it's also really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, and it depends on which one. But yeah, for sure.
And where you take it, you know what I'm saying?
We say this every year in a joking way, but honestly, one of the best gifts you can get for about $50 is an Aegis gun care cleaning kit. Let's just be honest.
100%.
And that's just not because they're friends of ours, but it is actually like truly like great shit. So
yeah. Use mine today. Matter of fact.
Yeah. Ammo cans. Is that something anymore? Like I enjoy ammo cans. I got a whole thing over here, but do people like, am I like the last one or do people still enjoy using ammo cans? I love them.
I got to go find a 50 cal ammo can in the next couple of days. I've got a little project and a 50 cal ammo can is going to be perfect for it.
Yeah. Because you can go get ammo cans. Well, I'll tell you what, where you can get a lot of them that you can go get a Wanamaker and you can get them for
ammo
cheap.
Can guy. Yep. Follow Mr. Wright. He knows where they're at.
This is true that he does, and he gets them every time he goes. I saw these over the weekend. Bullet, like they're actually like they're not active or anything, but bullet cufflinks, which I think is kind of a cool thing. If you wear like know someone that wears cufflinks with their suits and all that, that's kind of a cool thing. I saw those. I had never seen the bullet cufflinks before, but I thought that's pretty cool. They were like $20-$25 or something like that. And it's pretty cool, you know.
Wes is bringing up gun posters of like patent drawings.
Yeah.
Cartridge shadow boxes or even cartridge posters are pretty awesome too.
Cartridge
like
shadow boxes. Holy cow. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I've got one. I don't even know where it's hanging. Somewhere. But the posters are pretty sweet. I've got I need to get another one that mine got ripped, but it was Cartridge of the World poster, I think, that's had like, and they're life-size drawings, so everything is the size of that cartridge that had something like 200 cartridges on it or something. Various types. So what's cool is if you get any random ammo or something like that you're trying to figure out what it is, you can just literally hold it up to the poster and figure it out.
That's most of the time.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I saw one, once again, I kind of do some stuff on Amazon over the weekend. I saw, for you wine drinkers out there, a gun bottle opener for wine. It's pretty cool. It's electrical, but it's a pretty cool thing. We talked about Ear Pro knives. We talked about what's up.
Did you see what I put in the private chat?
Bullet bouquets. Let me open this up. Oh, that's pretty sweet, actually. Oh, that is pretty cool.
Because you mentioned the cufflinks, I had to throw that out there too.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out how much these things cost.
There's all kinds of jewelry too.
Bullet jewelry, necklaces and all that. Yeah.
I think these are like $60 or something like that.
Not bad.
60, $70.
Well, we talked about it a couple weeks ago in jest, but if we want to talk about cool gifts, the AR mag battery pack charger, how much does that cost? Do you know,
$100
retail
or less. It's around $100. Yeah.
So it's definitely in that price range, and that's one of the coolest things I've seen in years. So that'd be a good one.
Yeah, that's something that people might not buy for themselves too. But
That's yeah.
I guarantee you they're going to enjoy having that.
This is going to sound stupid, but and obviously I'm going to tout my buddy Ron Holmes over at Riker for their sling, but like a good rifle sling, like something that, you can get a good rifle sling for $25-$30, and I think you can go through for a couple of $100 also.
Yeah,
good rifle sling is something that I think people, when they're doing builds or they're doing their plans for their rifles, I think like slings have become like an afterthought almost, and it's like that needs to be an integral part of your rifle, especially if it's going to be a working rifle or whatever. A good sling needs to be part of that plan, not just, oh, I guess I need to go sling, I'll go get a $5 GI sling or something, you know.
And you're going down the tactical route, but let's go the FUD route here with sling stuff and expand on it. A good, cool leather sling with cartridge loops for your lever action.
That's why I looked at it, because that's why I was looking at one over the weekend for my lever action. Actually,
we don't have to stop there. Well, we can then go to the cheek riser buttstock pads with the cartridge loops, and then we don't have to stop there. We can go with the leather covers for the actual leather. There is tons of leather accessory stuff to pimp out your lever action. Tons of it out there, and you could probably kit an entire rifle for well under that $200 mark.
Because that's what I was looking at this weekend. Is I was looking to get. I wanted to get like a. I was trying to find one that was like leather, but still had like some tactical look to that sling for the lever action, because mine's got a little bit of both, a little bit of country, a little bit of rock and roll, you know. Right. Knock, bitch. Oh shit, I didn't know he was back there.
He just popped in.
What's up, Yutch?
What up, yo?
Shitter's full, huh?
Shitter's full. Merry Christmas.
Screaming new member. Thank you, Screaming Skull Slews. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Handcuffs. Oh, cartridge cuffs. I'm sorry. It's like handcuffs. Hey, man, I don't judge.
Hey.
What
happens after shot stays after shot.
That's true. This is true. Yeah. Yeah, we're talking like interesting gifts for the gun guy that like most people don't think about. But yeah, you're right, Clover. Like I said, I was looking to kind of start spicing up the lever action a little bit, and there are some cool stuff for someone who's never been like the lever action realm of world, you know. There are some really badass things to really have fun with the lever action. So I went down a rabbit hole over the weekend one night.
Yeah.
I know we've talked about these before, but it's not just a gun belt. I'm going to go ahead and say like a ratchet belt. If you've never had a ratchet belt and it's something you never experienced, ratchet belts will say or change your lives. And I would say a good ratchet belt you can get for $50-$60. I know Clover has had a great experience with Core.
Yep.
I love Core. I mean, I've got some next belt stuff, but I love Core. There's some other ones out there, but you know, they're not just the old tactical. They have like leather belts now that are still gun belts, but they look like dress belts that are out there now. So if you're looking, once you go towards like a ratchet belt, like you'll never want to go back to a normal belt before. It's so much easier and all that. So that's just me.
Yep. Got to get used to it. I had to get used to it. For sure.
You do,
but once you get used to it,
several years now, but now, I mean, yeah, I'll never wear another regular belt again.
It's really easy to over tighten. That was one of the issue I had. It's like, because it's just so easy, and you cinch it up and you're like, oh, you don't even realize it until later on you're hurting and you're like, oh, my belt's too tight.
Yeah, but the good thing about it is you just hit the little button and
back it off a notch or two. Yeah.
Scott's got a great one. Probably can never go wrong with a good pair of gloves or a good hat. Not just that's just a beanie, but maybe a good baseball cap. Sure. I think gloves in general are good, but like even some like shooting gloves, I think you can never go wrong with that as well. There's a lot of great companies you can get for well under $50, some really quality stuff for about, good tactical gloves. I'm down on that. I love gloves in the wintertime.
Man, a boonie, or even a big straw hat for yard work or out in the yard or something. Even could be good.
Yeah. I've got all sorts of different flavor colored camo boonies from back in the day. I actually have one that I traded when I was on a boat with a Navy dude, and I traded a boonie that they had for one of mine, and so I've got a Navy boonie around here somewhere. So kind of cool. I don't wear it very often, but I have one. It was kind of interesting because, Defense Stat says everyone wants to know what to get me a size boys furniture for my Marlin 336 in the pepper finish. There you go. I don't know what that is, but our resident Marlin expert can tell us what a Marlin 336 is.
It's a 30-30.
Okay.
Lever
There you go. Yeah. Let's see here.
Probably have to fit that
go
boys,
ahead.
but also I'm just saying if he gets that boys, he'll probably have to fit it. Probably going to be a little bit of fitting you're going to do, just from experience.
Defense Stat says, what about a nice knife that matches someone's favorite carry gun for EDC? I just got an OD Green knife specific for his OD Green VP9. There you go. Got to coordinate, man. You got to coordinate. Yeah, there's all sorts of cool stuff. A belt's always good, like I said. I talked about the Wheeler torque wrench. I would be ecstatic because I've got one, but I would be ecstatic if someone got me one of those. And it sounds something that's so simple, is that. But a torque wrench is pretty cool. Tools in general, yeah. Real Avid stuff. Give me anything Real Avid, and I'll be happy.
Yeah. One of the things I picked up here recently, the center aisles. You go to Walmart and this time of year, center aisles, they've got a lot of, $5, $10, $15, $20 stuff.
Yeah, $1 flashlights, $2 knives.
I think it was on the $10 side or whatever. But I walked by and it was this ratcheting T-handle with bits, and it's all in a case. And I'm like, man, for like adjusting scopes and red dots, and for just like quick tightening things or what, like for $10, like, I can literally, it doesn't take up a lot of space. Like it's just. Then having to dig through a bunch of different bits in the big set, and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, much easier to just throw in a range bag, or for me, I leave it out on the range.
Plus a T-wrench it gives you a little bit of low leverage, so it's easy to, it'll go higher than an optic, so it's easy to turn and all that.
Yeah, but for $10, I mean, throw it in the trunk of the car, in the back of the truck, in the toolbox of the truck, in the whatever, and forget about it. It's there when you need it.
Yeah. I have down. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
You know who makes a lot of cool stuff? I heard Beretta has a whole clothing line, and Beretta's taking over the world, guys.
They're taking over.
Chase, what do you think?
Highball sweaters are
amazing. Absolutely, because I used to sell Beretta clothing, and I can tell you it is top-notch quality, sir. I just, if you're bigger than like an American schmedium, it's going to be tough. But they do. It's fantastical. I mean, if you want top quality Italian craftsmanship, that's where you go.
What is that? Velvet?
They're taking over the world, guys.
That's Italian leather, man.
Taking over the world.
Yeah. I have down on my list first aid kits, trauma kits, stuff like that. I think that's something that most people don't think about buying. Like I think it was a Clover, someone said, or maybe in Chase, something that like people wouldn't think about for buying themselves.
Right.
First aid kits. It's one of those things people just don't think about buying those, or trauma kits or tourniquets. Like that might be, you'll get a tourniquet on, for $20, a decent one, Hey, you can go to Amazon and get 3 of them for $20. I wouldn't go that route because they probably won't work, but a good
You can
frame
get
costs $20. You know.
well the SWAT the SWAT T style, the rubber band style.
Mhm.
I think a 2-pack of those on Amazon is about $20 for a 2-pack.
That's
So,
not bad. But I mean, like,
stock
you
and stubber thing, whatever.
I mean,
yeah.
North American Rescue had a like smoking Black Friday and Cyber Monday
Yeah.
deal and that stuff. So I mean, you want a quality like trauma kit or TQ or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was the way to go.
Yeah. And like I said, that's something that people don't think about. Now, I will say, since people are putting out their crazy requests, if anyone wants to, I do enjoy Breitling watches. So if anyone's out there, just saying, I would be more willing to take a Breitling watch from someone. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. The talking about one thing that I mentioned to people, and they're fairly reasonable too. This is not gun related, but it's it's protector prevention, being your first responder, which is a fire blanket. Fire blanket.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Phenomenal. Sure. And the vast majority of people, they might, a lot of people don't even think about fire and smoke detectors, let alone fire extinguishers, and they sure ain't thinking about a fire blanket.
Absolutely. I'd be willing to bet a lot of people don't know what a fire blanket is. Let's be honest.
But I mean, it's so easy to use, and you don't have to worry about, is this a grease fire? Is this kind of fire? That kind of fire? Fire needs oxygen, and when you throw that blanket over the top of it and it smothers it, you're done. Like, it's that simple. Or let's say
they are amazing, Defense Dad. They are amazing.
Speaking of
favorite
the chirp means it's time to put the battery, change it out.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so going that way, what about like going and get like a safe, not like a huge gun wall safe, but like maybe a what do you call it, a tabletop safe or something?
Personal safe.
A personal safe, not maybe just for guns, but for your documents and all that. I mean, you can get a really quality fireproof safe for $100 easily.
Well, yeah, short term. Man, if you're gonna go gun safe, or lockbox, I should say.
A lockbox, sure.
Not a fire rated thing, but that Streamlight. Dang it, the locker, whatever they call it. I can't even think of what they call it now, but it is quick access, but it's non-electronic.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
I got I bought a deal like last year on them, but I bought 2 of those little stop boxes, and those things have been pretty awesome around the house too, like little kids running around.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Speed locker, Clover is what they call
speed locker.
Yeah, I knew it was something speed locker. Yeah, those Hardy Rapid ID safes are pretty fast too, and they're not crazy expensive.
Yeah. We've talked about in the past. We've talked about like dry fire aids, whether it's a Mantis or some of these others. Clover, I don't know how much it costs. I'm assuming it's going to go well over that $200. But that Caldwell Chrono that you have, it's probably going to go over that $200. But I'm sure there are Chronos out there that you can get for $100 or so, couldn't there?
Regular optical Chronos, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get any radar or anything else.
I use the Pro Chrono DLX, and I think it's 109.
Oh, there you go.
119.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And it works great. It doesn't throw errors or anything like some of the ones like that do.
Yeah. I would say iPro, but that's kind of like a, same thing with Ear Pro. But it's different. Like for me, Ear Pro, I may not like the muff style Ear Pro, but I can wear them. But iPro is one of those things where I don't know if I would want. I put this down there with a question mark, and that's why I'm throwing a question mark out there. I don't think that I would want someone buying me iPro. I think that's something that I want to buy myself because I'm particular on size of frames or whatever the style is or whatever. What do you guys think about iPro? Is that a quality present, or is that something that should be left up to the individual shooter?
Yeah, it's personal.
Like, my question is, would you guys want me to buy you guys iPro, or do you want to buy your own iPro? You know what I'm saying?
iPro's like buying somebody clothing. It's really dangerous because of that personal preference type thing. Color, size, fit, design, style.
Sure.
Yeah, leave it alone. My thought.
Unless I
Anybody
like
else?
it out directly, I would rather buy iPro or like sunglasses, whatever in general myself.
Yeah,
Same
same
thing.
here.
You want to be able to try them on, see what fits your face, what you like.
Mhm.
Now, you could always do a gift card, right? You could approach one of these
I mean, yeah. But
really
I
nice
wouldn't,
companies that do iPro and get a gift card or something.
but I
from them.
wouldn't want them to actually buy the iPro
No.
for me. I want to buy my own sunglasses.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the Clover.
Scott's got a good one out there.
Gold.
Yep. So here's the thing. I love the fact range time, or like at my range here, the yearly fees are $125 for the year. So like that's well in a budget to buy, depending on what the range you go to and all that. But let's say you give $100 and let's say it's $20 a month. Well, you can buy someone 5 months of a membership, at a range, or that's a great idea. Yeah, for sure. Going down my list. Go ahead. Whoop.
The smart one is just buy like your wife a spa gift card, so it gets her out of the house for a little while, so you can sneak all the shit you've bought in that you didn't tell her about.
That's fair.
And that is the ultimate Christmas present.
That's fair. That I'm not smart enough for that. My wife would still find out and still get pissed. So I do like my favorite one of the night so far is
So ours just see all the crap we buy and roll their eyes at us and get mad.
Well, because I buy it through Amazon, so she knows exactly what I'm buying. So
my wife,
she's like, ugh. Yeah, mine doesn't either. She just really like, why? I don't know.
Yeah,
like we have multiple packages every fucking day. I still think the best one of the night was the tax stamp. That's still the best one of the night so far.
I just tell my wife I got it for free, even if I didn't.
That's fair. Yeah. Scott wants to know, Chase, how you hid that Barrett 50.
It's a really big stocking. That's all. You just pretend it's a Christmas decoration, and nobody pays any attention after a couple weeks.
Right. It's a candy cane.
Yeah, it's a big one. Don't worry about it.
Big, huge candy cane.
Absolutely. What about? I have on this list, and I don't know, like compensators or muzzle devices. Once again, do you want someone buying that kind of stuff for you, or do you want you to buy that yourself?
That gets personal.
Yeah.
Unless maybe if they've got some quick mount. Maybe if they've got X suppressor that uses X style quick mount. You know what I mean? You could potentially buy them an extra one or two, some type of quick batch thing, because that's pretty standardized. So you don't have to worry about it. But other than that,
what about?
I got a few friends. That's kind of scary too. That you buy them a comp and then they put it on the wrong gun.
This is true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grips
could be a thing if you know what gun they've got.
I didn't have grips down. I did have magazines, whether for pistol or for rifle. Once again, magazines, maybe for pistol, it's what it is, because it is. But for like AR mags, there's so many different companies out there. Like I'm particular, I only use like a couple different brands. Do you want people buying you guys AR mags, or you want to buy those yourself?
Buy me all the Magpul P mags you want. I won't be mad about it.
That's fair. That or a Min 2. I really love the Min 2 stuff. I've been using them for about 3 years now, and I love them.
Insert any quality mag there, but if someone wants to buy me those, I'm cool. I'm down.
Yeah. He bought some G-Shocks. Yeah, I bought my wife a G-Shock a few years ago. She's worn it once. She said she wanted it. She's not a watch person, right? But she said she wanted a white G-Shock a few years ago. So I got her a white G-Shock for Christmas. I think she's wore it once. So fuck that. I'm out. Gun socks. Okay.
Were 40 years ago, maybe, but nowadays, I don't know. Gun socks.
Do they still make them?
Yeah, they still do.
Do they? Okay.
Oh yeah. You can buy every generic brand name you want. Here's the $5 gun sock.
Yeah.
The new Magpul. I will say we were just talking about Magpul, but the new Magpul Dakar rifle cases.
Yeah,
those things are legit. The modularity of them, that's what's so cool versus like having to cut foam and all that.
Yeah.
By the way,
yeah,
Ghost Jama Shop has Breitlings on sale right now. Just putting that out there.
I get texts every day, emails every day for their sales.
Somebody texts him crap like that all the time. I don't know.
All the time. I don't know who that is because you want me to spend money.
I mean, it's not that I'm shopping too or nothing, but still.
No, exactly. No, I've got 2 of them and I love them. But
have you ever checked out the Watches of Espionage page?
No.
You really need to. And they got lots of sections on Breitling, and it's always the shadiest characters wear Breitlings.
I'm sure. The Watches of Espionage?
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Thanks, Wes. Appreciate it, Wes. Thank you, Wes. Love you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you. He knows why.
Okay. I don't love you because you didn't send me anything, Wes, so I don't know who you're talking about. But no,
I told you to check your mail this week, bitch.
Check my mail. I did check my mail today, and it wasn't there. So whatever it is isn't there yet.
Week. I don't know what day.
Well, I'm just saying I checked it today, and there was nothing there. So
it's got to take the donkey out of Rusk and eventually get to a major town.
Well it's got to take the donkey to the Dairy Mexican truck to get to, so
then through brother, father, sister land.
And turn left on Church Street in South Carolina.
Yeah,
named that Church Street.
And it is the United
eventually
States.
Get it across the Rio Grande and.
Yeah. It's the United States Postal Service, so that's take that for what it's worth.
The U.S. package dealers,
right?
See, God. Yeah, there's all sorts of cool stuff. Anything that we're missing? Anything out there that you guys have any great? Cobra says a flamethrower. I'm down. I don't know. Well, you know what? You can buy a flamethrower for less than $200. Just get an aerosol can and a lighter, and there you have it.
I need one of those little torches for like back burning stuff. I think that would be cool. It's kind of like a flamethrower.
Back burning, like your hair, or what?
Back burning, like back burning.
Burn like your back hair?
No,
I'm just messing with you, man. Laugh. It's okay. Life's gonna be all right.
No,
you got to be careful with open flames, buddy. You've already lost one barn.
You've already lost the barn. And you almost lost a house earlier this year.
Yeah, no shit. Right? Why I say fire blankets, people.
You should just do like some people put wallpaper. Like you should put all over your walls just fire blankets everywhere.
Line it in fire blankets. Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. Why not?
Think about that, but that could work. For sure.
Keep the house good and toasty right now.
You would think with the technology that's available in this world, somebody would have come up with a 100% fire resistant paint that you just paint your kitchen or whatever, and you get a fire, fuck it, who cares? It takes 10 minutes to put it out. It takes 10 minutes to put it out. Ain't nothing catching on fire getting through that paint, right?
I'm sure there is, right? Like there's got to be, right?
I've never heard of such a thing. I mean, there may be, but if there is, I've never heard of it.
There probably was. It's probably so full of chemicals, all kinds of cancer.
Or so the government says, like DDT, right? Like, oh, it's bad for you.
Fire guard. Oh. Flame retardant primer at Home Depot. They've got it. In multiple colors.
Clover's about to paint his whole house in primer.
I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
It's probably expensive.
I don't think he'd give a shit at this point. If he could have saved a barn, damn it, he would have.
So I'm not painting this house because I don't give a shit, but we build a barn-dominium. It's very possible that's what's going on at then. How much is that shit? I bet it's high.
Well, it was like $467 for a big old jug of it at Home Depot.
Oh, a big old jug. So a gallon.
A big old 5-gallon thing.
Oh, for a 5-gallon.
So do you like
so-
mix it with something, or is it just by itself?
Oh shit! You're flame retardant
I
paint.
thought you read the description.
I did not. I did not. It's called Fire Guard E84 at Home Depot, $467.
So Fire Guard, it's two privates holding a red lens flashlight.
Exactly. It's called Fire Guard EA Flame Retardant Coating Primer, Wood, Sheetrock, Plywood, Siding, Oriented Strand Board. Stops flame spread and reduces fire penetration, contains and minimizes fires even at high temperatures. Let's go down here to what is a little description. Product details. It is a superior intumescent fire retardant coating that creates a thin fire retardant and fire resistant barrier on a wide range of interior building surfaces. In the event of fire or spark from a train, this product can prevent the spread of flames and reduce smoke levels to aid the protection of life and property. When it's exposed to heat generated by flames, it swells to form an insulating char barrier that fire cannot penetrate. With a source of fuel, the fire is unable to spread. Let's see here.
Chris, you just got a whole new side gig with this.
Right?
Start like fire
Use of OSB, gypsum board, plywood, structural steel, steel decking, PVC, rigid foam board, open and closed cell spray, foam insulation, and more. It's water-based. Its smoke development index is 5. Its flame spread index is 5.
Wow.
I mean, if you got a big deck you're proud of, you probably want to like make sure it's retardant so you don't burn it down. You know.
I mean, if he had a big deck, never mind. Well, it's a different discussion. But,
there's one thing we didn't bring up, and that's like meat.
John's trying to change the subject so quickly here.
Meat? We're talking about decks, now meat. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like beef jerky, maybe
about it.
maybe like
Natural
like cows.
progression
Like you get half a cow for somebody. I mean, Chase knows where you can find like really good cow.
I mean, some really tender meat like that. Yeah, everybody likes a good veal steak. Makes fantastic Christmas dinner.
By the way, Clover has made his intentions clear. When we go to Wolfgang Puck's restaurant, he's getting a burger and onion rings. Just throwing it out there. Let the making fun of begin.
Why, of all things, to get at Wolfgang Puck?
Because who's eating it? You or me, fucker?
He's not going to eat the fish.
Nope.
He told me explicitly to fuck off because he wasn't eating caviar.
Right. Defense Dad wants to know, what if you have an average sized deck, but really know how to get the most out of it? So like what my deck like lacks in size, it makes up for in lack of girth also. So I have a small deck, but it's perfect for my family, my wife and I. It's perfect for us.
Well, those little Asian gardens aren't very big, so
that's true.
You need a huge deck to make them happy. It's all right.
This is true. Well, and that bodes well for me. So Ed Zachary says beef jerky, lotto tickets, and a Playboy. That sounds like a Friday night, boys.
All right.
Like trimming the bushes around the deck. Yeah, I like a good trimmed. Yeah. I don't like cutting all the leaves off of the bushes. But I like a good trimmed bushes around the deck. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Unless you're Ginger.
Ginger's like, I'm out, guys. I am so out. He is his face is red as his hair.
Wow.
Well, every now and then it is important for proper maintenance of the deck to pull the oil out and rub it down. Just saying.
Slap it up, flip it, and then rub it down.
Yeah.
I believe they call that Thompson's water seal.
Well, I thought it was KY, but either way.
Yeah, never mind. John might leave.
I'm here for the long haul. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you do give a shit. You just
I'm
are so
I'm actually
uncomfortable.
looking at
And
the menu for the restaurant right now.
Okay.
yeah. If they had a shake, I guarantee you Clover would get the chocolate shake.
I
too.
would. But I'm kind of thinking about whatever that pumpkin fucking thing is with toasted marshmallow ice cream. I'm like, holy shit. That sounds pretty good.
Ed
I mean,
says
we could
power
save-
wash it first.
We could save a lot of money and just take Clover to In-N-Out. Just saying.
You
Well,
can't
bro.
get a fucking Japanese Wagyu burger at In-N-Out. I don't know why you're giving me shit.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. That
He
Wagyu
wouldn't know the
burger's probably
difference if it
good.
was In-N-Out or Japanese Wagyu. Let's be honest.
No, you don't think so, huh? All right. Well, I guess we'll find out.
We will definitely find out.
I'll
'Cause
either
he
be
goes,
really
"You know those-"
disappointed or not.
we were talking about like appetizers. He goes, you know those sliders look. And I said, bro, you're gonna have burgers for appetizers and for dinner. Like, what the hell?
Why not? The baby burgers before the big burger, man. Come on.
He likes those
There's a American
veal
Wagyu
burgers.
about in my future.
Oh, there's definitely gonna be American Wagyu, or there might be a tomahawk.
Could be.
a
We can
tomahawk.
always split tomahawk we talked about.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to ask if they have a special veal selection, though, 100%.
I'm sure they do. I mean, I'm sure they
Right.
do.
Is this your, like, 4-day-old aged beef?
You're such an asshole. You know that, right? Just some mustard with those taters.
Right.
The man's in Vegas. He can do whatever he wants. Shut up, Wes. I don't need your help. I just think it's
He
funny.
really can't because his wife's going to tell him what he can and can't do.
This is true, too. He's going to go in with a checklist of what he can and can't get. But
yeah. Sure.
Yeah. We're gonna trick him into eating some caviar. Just saying.
I heard he's bringing salad tongs to the dinner.
Oh my God. That's so hilarious.
I heard about that, and that's not good.
God. My back goes out much more than it is now. I'm thinking about getting a pair. Well, Lord.
Well, speaking of power washing your deck, just get you a hose.
I know. I need a Jeff's. Give her Jeff. He is the world's best advocate for a bidet. I swear. But I just had.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with bidets.
I didn't say there was. I just hadn't broken down and done anything in that realm yet.
You had your chance at Tulsa.
His butthole's still a virgin, so that's a good thing. Huh?
I mean, you had the one with a little like peep show camera looking down at you to try it.
That's so true. That was so weird. Like, I understand it was like a motion sensor, but that
was
looking up and seeing that, I was like, oh my God, am I the only one that sees a light up there?
Between having, what was it, Johnny Depp staring at you and one.
Oh God, there was
and,
so many pictures of Johnny Depp. That was not good.
And then having the hidden camera peep show in the other bathroom. That place was just bad juju waiting to happen everywhere.
Bad juju. I forgot about the Johnny Depp photo. That was.
I didn't because I was eye to eye with Johnny Depp.
Cobra Kai, baby, Cobra Kai.
Y'all didn't have him he wasn't eye level with you. Y'all could just duck under that gaze. I didn't have a choice.
Cobra Kai was awesome.
Cobra Kai that might be the best one ever.
Yeah.
It was literally Cobra Kai.
Nobody outside of this really understands, but
no.
When I was told where you were staying, I was like, all right, whatever, and I roll over there and I'm like, this cannot be right.
They were not
Uber driver's
kidding.
like, yeah, see you later, dude, bye. And I'm like, where am I? And it's literally like, oh, we are in the projects of Cobra Kai. Okay.
We are in the Cobra Kai apartment complex, 100% in downtown Dallas. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Not as good as the crack house that Clover wanted us to stay at when we were in Knoxville. The original Airbnb for Knoxville was a crack house.
That
That said, I guarantee that place wouldn't have lost electricity for 2 days, though.
This is true, but yeah, if we'd have done that, it
It
wouldn't
didn't
have.
have electricity to begin with.
Well, yeah.
Like I said, it couldn't have lost it.
Well, I mean, that looked like the complex from Good Times almost, or something. That one did.
Bro, Good Times had nothing on that place. Oh my God. It was straight up like project.
Yeah. Well, is that better than being homeless for 2 days? I don't know, but
Probably.
yeah,
Probably. I would sleep in the car.
Yeah.
You almost did.
yeah, you're right.
This is true.
Right.
This is we almost did it. We got to that one hotel at like 2 a.m.
I don't know, something like
It was
that.
ridiculous. And it's all Ginger's fault because he chose this place.
It is Ginger's fault.
I did not choose. I want to put it on the record. I did
Knoxville.
not choose anything.
Knoxville in the
chose
middle
Knoxville.
of the tornado season. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I didn't choose Knoxville. That was not me.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can try to fit it however you want to, buddy. But that's all
You can try to throw Kaylee under the bus, but we all know the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got anything before we get out of here?
Well, I guess I can say it now. Speaking of Knoxville, tomorrow we'll be announcing 2025.
It's what I'm staying the Tennessee in next year. Just saying.
It was a lovely hotel. Just saying.
Goals 2025, August 8th and 9th. Open to the public, and then for you guys, it's 7th and 8th.
Is there
9th
going to
and
be a
10th.
range day this year?
Yes, there's going to be a range day. Let me look at the dates again.
Not at
Opie's
Opie's place.
It's
Okay.
going to be to be determined. We're waiting on an election for
Oh,
the
okay.
location, but it's going to
Is
be
it-
August
Is it a
7th,
strong
8th, 9th, 10th.
election or is it kind of weak? How you think it's gonna go?
It's a sheriff election, so we might get the PD range. So we'll see.
You don't want to get any PDs. Those are bad.
Yeah, but it's right down the street from the convention center. So
I hear PDs are bad for your deck.
gosh.
It's STDs. It's
PDs can hurt your deck from getting an election, though. So that's what that means, isn't it? Doesn't PD mean that your
That's
deck
ED.
can't get an election?
That's an
Oh,
ED.
okay. I'm sorry. I was confused.
Yeah. No, you're in the right ballpark though. You're in the right ballpark for sure. Yeah.
What about Ed? What?
Ballpark?
Yeah. Ballpark. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right,
Chris is like, why
ballpark.
the fuck am I on this podcast?
Balls
Why am I
typically
here?
park right underneath the deck.
That's why he doesn't invite
Typically.
you on his.
Typically,
Yeah.
yes.
It's in that area, general area there.
Unless they're blue, then they're just. It's what it is. You just gotta let that happen. You just gotta let it go.
Well, that's why every now and then you have to get the oil
Flip it up,
out,
slap it, and
and
rub it down.
rub,
That's right.
rub the deck. Yeah,
That's
you
right.
can't the blue
And,
ballpark.
and may I suggest some beef tallow for that, or some Crisco. Crisco would be a good way of going with that.
Yeah,
Some duck fat or ghee would work really good too.
Ooh, now we're going high dollar shit there.
duck fat.
Only the best.
Only the
I take care of my
best.
deck.
Yeah, that's what she said. If you're like me, that's the only way it's getting taken care of.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Yoko's not in this room.
Mine is that she's just rolling her eyes at me.
Well, she's used to it by now, though.
100.
Like she doesn't realize it's not just me; it's everyone on this now. So stand by, and it's gonna get really dark here in a few minutes when we go into the after chat. So just stand by for the standby.
Most likely.
Crit, what's that?
I said most likely.
Probably. Christopher, let's let you start sweeping the floor here. What you got going on the channel?
It's probably going to be a little bit slow here for a while until the range opens back up. So,
Yeah. I didn't know if you had some stuff backlogged.
yeah,
or
I've got
anything.
some stuff in the tank. I just got to figure out what I want to release. And
Yeah.
all
Anything
that.
cool coming down the line? Maybe to preview for people.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the reviews on the Influencer X and the Disruptor X. and got the AK project. Still got to take it to the range yet. So
yeah, you do.
Yeah, got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
And by range, he means downtown Columbus.
Well, I'm already kicked out of the stadium, so I might as well just get kicked out of the whole.
Yeah,
city,
I love the fact that you've been to one OSU Michigan game and like you're banned for life for the rest of them. So
yeah,
it's such a bad Michigan team that y'all lost to. I'm just saying, it's such a bad Michigan team. Is Ryan Day going to make it through this? Well, they won a national championship last year, so
last year they won it because nobody else was even remotely in it. Not because
that's fair. That's fair.
I would say that he's probably still has his job, even though pretty much nobody that's a Buckeye fan wants him.
All right, so let me ask you this: Ohio State's probably still going to make the playoff. What if they lose? Let's say they're like the 5 seed, right? And they play the 12 seed first round at home. What if they lose that game? Is he gone at that point?
I would probably go to say yes.
Because there's the part that says, oh, he made the playoff. That's pretty good. Like 150 other teams would want to make that playoff, but for Ohio State,
yeah, but they had their playoff slot locked up before they even played Michigan. So
that's what I'm saying. Well, if they go and lose it, that's bad.
Yeah, he's not going to look good either way. And then, let's say Oregon wins it all. Well, they got beat by them already. So, yeah, it's not looking good. Oh, shit, I didn't know Michigan fired their coach today.
Hold on here. That's not true. No, he made changes in his coaching staff. He is still the coach.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was gonna say they're not going to fire him after beating Ohio State. Holy shit, no! But he's making changes in the offensive staff. There you go. Ginger, I'm going to give you a couple minutes for GOA, and then if you want to talk about FLR, you can.
Oh, thanks. Well, I kind of let the cat out of the bag that we're announcing tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that.
Somebody's breaking the embargo. I'm just saying you have a history of that.
Yeah, such a bad history of breaking embargo. So yeah, we've also got today. There's a couple hours left of Giving Tuesday. So if you want to donate to Gun Owners Foundation, which is a tax write-off, go ahead and do that. We've just filed our brief on the Smith & Wesson versus Mexico case, and we've got
Mexico.
No, it's Mexico.
I thought it was New Mexico. They're suing a country?
Yeah, the country of Mexico is suing Smith & Wesson.
Okay.
And so we've got that going on. And then, like I said, we've got the announcement coming up tomorrow. We've got Giving Tuesday today, and we've got some cool new swag up on the website too. So check that out. And for FLR, like I said earlier in the show, we've got the Echelon 4.0C video out. So if you're interested in the new compact Echelon, go check it out. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff to FLR. We just hit the 800 mark and are going up. Woo-woo.
That's what she said.
And then I've got a bunch of
800 and going, baby.
I've got a bunch of other stuff sitting here, getting ready to review. Some stuff from Global, some stuff from Palmetto, High Point, waiting on stuff from EAA, the usual stuff.
Well, if you weren't a dirty ginger, I'd send you stuff quicker, but Chris is more important.
That's fine. Chris is more important than me. That's fine.
This is more important to Chad.
Also, how the hell is a 3-loss Alabama team even going to get into the playoffs? They're predicting Alabama,
bro.
Oh, they're predicting them to be in like 11th.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They'll be in. I promise you.
Whatever.
Alabama ain't going nowhere.
Well, they will after this year because that train wreck's coming.
I hope so, but you never know. Chase, what's going on EAA? You guys been busy with the X series and all that.
Yeah, man. All the new guys.
How's that been going for y'all?
It's been going good. People I like you and Clover and Chris got guns to play with, and
Mm-hmm.
you and check out, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I might discriminate a little bit, but you know,
I heard Gizzard Gary got one. Is that true?
he did. He's gonna put his nut cream on there and see how it runs. I hear.
Nice. He is the king of the nut creams.
He is. He's the spokesman for that stuff.
Literally.
What was that stuff? Forget what that stuff's called now, but yeah.
I don't know. It's some of his videos are just priceless. Greatest things on the internet.
They're so terrible, but so great at the same time.
It's beautiful.
But now, yeah,
when is Chicago Mike getting his? Before Ginger or after Ginger?
Well, I mean, I guess all the DEI initiatives we have these days, let's probably take care of him. Got to make sure.
Man, what do I gotta do?
Make sure we cover our bases.
What do I gotta do? Do like a 7-minute review in your booth?
You're like an A-class citizen. I mean, you're like way down that list.
Do I gotta do a video in your booth with like a 12-minute intro?
If you do a 12-minute intro, your video would be 1 hour and 47 minutes, bro.
It's a true story. I think you and Kurt like who can do the longer like spiel at the beginning of one. That should be your like shtick from now on. Like who can go the longest without
making the other person crack, you know?
Yeah. Like straight face, just that's your thing. 100%.
What's up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? What's up? We're gonna go do what's up, YouTube. Chase.
You doing okay? I'm doing okay. You doing okay? I'm doing good. You doing good? I'm doing good.
That's fine. I'll give Mike an interview a shot. I won't give you one.
Fair. I think no. Don't do that to Ginger. Don't do that to Ginger. He's a nice guy. Let him interview Paul.
100% he can interview Paul.
Fucking deer in the headlight. Oh.
Well, that's our entire meeting then.
100%. Oh my god. But no, man, all the new
Paul and Omar. God would be so uncomfortable. Oh, that'd be so good. Omar would actually would run away, I think. I think he would actually run away.
He would just be like, no habla inglés and just walk off.
Might be the best interview he gets all week, though. No habla.
Would.
Yeah. Clove, what you got going on? Anything special?
Nope. Not a thing. Nothing special at all. Nothing.
Go vote for Clover, male influencer of the year, male enhancer of the year.
But everybody absolutely has to vote for Ghost Tactical as instructor of the year. That is a mission. I will make sure that happens.
There's a part of me that wants to win that just because I will give like the biggest straight face, like crazy ass speech they've ever seen. But see, I'm not going to do it in person. I'll send a video.
Yeah,
like they have to play. Like, hey, you know, he couldn't make it tonight. He's via satellite or whatever, but he did prepare a speech, and I'll be like, you know, oh my god, I would do it. Man, it'd be the greatest thing ever. Now, if I was to win female influencer of the year, 100% I'd wear a dress. Might wear a blue dress if someone knows what that means out there.
Yeah. Jonas.
Jonas. My name is Jonas. All right. Yeah, we're going to be doing this weekend. Be looking out. I've actually been working on a CQB video, and it's going to be, if you guys like CQB tactics and all that, this is the one you definitely want to watch. So be on the lookout for the CQB tactic. It's gonna be a cool one. We're thinking a little bit outside the box on this one. Give you some stuff that maybe people haven't taught you before or told you. There are some different tactics that you can use that not everyone's using, but I think are gonna be very valuable. So we're gonna do that. We've got a Skeely Phantom bag coming down the line. We've got the Regard X gonna give it to you. And all that stuff. What else I got? I got a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be decking out the lever action. Be kind of fun. He was hard to. Okay, so that's all we got. Anybody else got anything? Ginger, are you okay there? All right. All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you are watching this in replay or listening to the podcast form, go ahead and utilize the comment section. Let us know how shitty this performance was. But we do invite you to every Tuesday night at 7 Central to join the live studio audience. We have a good time and good people over here. So go check us out live if you'd like to. Next Tuesday, we will not be having a show. I'll be out of town. That said, I'll probably do it one of the other days of the week and make up for it, but we'll see. Other than that, guys, be safe, get out there, be more proficient with your firearms, enjoy your freedoms of being an American, one of which is to keep and bear arms. We'll see you next week sometime. Semper Fi.